Next on Power. Nah. Next on Conversations with Cliff.
And not just with that scenario, what do you think your kids will mimic after you? What you say or what you do?
Mm,
Not what you hope, because we all hope our kids will do something.
yeah. I mean, I think they would mimic what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I say a lot, but they seem to, like, especially the older one, he clings to all of everything I say and just he'll remind me of what he heard me say. Remember that one time you said XYZ? You said never do XYZ, right? Yeah, I didn't do it that time. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
So I have to be mindful, of what I say around him, obviously, but
yeah. Got you. JB, you think
what I say?
What do you think what you say? Not what you do? Yeah.
No. Because I'm also very mindful of what I do, because sometimes they'll see you do something, but they don't fully understand why it's done.
True.
And if I don't expound upon it and he just does it, then he won't understand some of the underlying circumstances that caused it to happen the way it happened. So I'm very mindful to watch what I do around him. Therefore, what I say carries more because he doesn't see a lot of things. My son's never seen me argue with his mom. He's never seen me raise my voice at his mom. He's never seen me, check his mom. He's never seen me talk bad about his mom. Like, I just don't do any of those things around. I always say respect women. I always say, be patient. And so he doesn't see some things, so he doesn't know he can't replicate them from me.
Right.
But it carries. I make sure that my voice carries because he'll see it other places, right?
Yeah.
And if he sees it other places and then he sees it, he's like, "Well, I never see my dad do that, or I watch my dad do this." He has to hang on some words along with it because it'll give him a little bit of clarity. I may not understand why this person yells at, women, but I know my dad told me,
that ain't the move.
Never to do that or respect women. So words I think carry more.
Yeah. So with me, it's a little different, and it's different because I got boys that all move different. Like my oldest, I can use my words, but then he'll look at my actions, but I'm also kind of transparent with him with everything that I've done, and I'll say, "Hey, son, don't do what I did. Listen to what I'm saying. You're gonna make these mistakes. You're gonna do this and third. But look, I'm trying to steer you away from what I did, so you don't have to do that." With another son, it don't matter what I say. He's looking at all that I do. Well, you did. Well, first of all, I'm grown. I'm your dad. We're not friends. We're not peers. We're not on the same level. So you got to listen to what I'm saying. What I did was whatever it was, and I did it for this reason. Which one I want to circle back to. Am I the only parent that don't like explaining themselves to their kids, like in the moment, depending on the situation, like giving them a whole breakdown of what the hell's going on? Like if I just say no, that's it. This year, hey,
As
cool.
I've gotten,
how you doing?
she waving.
Black people come in late and then we can't even hear them.
Right.
Oh, what were you saying, JB? My bad.
I at this point in my life, I am very mindful to always give my son a why. And that may just be because it's easy for me not to have to flick that switch on and off because I'm a big advocate of give the why. why
Yeah.
do certain things, why
Yeah.
this happened the way it happened. And so I give him, he's also, he's at a point now in his life where he needs the why, because he's becoming a man. So he needs to understand more of the why.
Yeah.
Why didn't you and your, why me and your mom didn't work out? Why, why you're not in the city? Because, why do you travel? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why did you, you know, and so whys are very big with me now. I do take the time to explain to him. And it may also be because nobody gave me whys. So if I think about it, like, I had to figure out a lot of stuff. And I'm like, bro, somebody would have just told me there's certain things I could have done different. So
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can
Hi.
hear you. Yeah.
Hi.
Ty.
Hi.
I cannot see y'all. Like, I'm
We can
having.
see you. Hi, Ty. What you
All
mean?
right, well, I'm gonna just talk to y'all because I don't have nothing.
We can
Nothing at
see
all.
you. You
Okay.
been on them edibles this afternoon?
Now, now, what are you talking about, Clifford? Edibles.
Oh, Clifford.
You can't even see me right now, so I can't even make the face.
So
that
I can't
wanna
even
make.
I can't even feel what you thinking because I can't even see you. I was trying to call my son so he could come fix it, but I don't know.
He doing his own thing.
Anyway, let's just I just won't see y'all, I guess.
We can see you.
Unless I
so
go out
stop-
and come back in.
Stop moving. We can see
We look
you.
good. You look good. We all look good.
It is. I was gonna piggyback off of JB. I agree that the whys are important. I think that kids, as much as there are times that I don't like explaining the why to my kids, like, I still do it, especially because I know that older one, he clings to so much of what I say. He is always looking for understanding or trying to understand what I mean, why I'm saying what I'm saying. And so I respect that, and I try to give that to him with everything.
I got you.
Yeah.
So Queen, what we talking about is
I heard
do you
your
feel
last
like
the last
heard the
question.
question?
Yeah, I kind of like the whys
Yeah.
because sometimes I learn something. Because when they question me, or usually I give the reason while I'm telling them, and then they give me their response and why they think the way they think, and it helped me to understand, like, the way they think, basically. And sometimes they may be right, because as adults, we tend to think them as our kids. So
They are.
I got to tell them the way, not knowing they soul could have been here lifetimes before your soul. They just incarnated as your child. So sometimes some people, children is here to teach them also. So we got to remember that.
I take that. I take that. The only issue I have is like with my boys. One of them is I can't tell him the why because he don't know how to keep his mouth closed. Like, you can ask me something, I say no. Well, why not? Well, I can't tell you why because you don't know how to keep it to yourself. Because if I tell you why, I'm gonna hear about it 2 seconds later.
Wow.
I'll give you an example. He don't watch the show because he don't like me right now, so it's fine. He plays basketball on a team that was doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. And I said, you can't play with that team. And he said, why? Son, you just can't play with them. I can't tell you why right now. Later, when you're older, I will tell you. He has the skills right now to be in a D1 college right now playing basketball. Amazing player. You can't play with him because you don't want nothing on your name that's going to bring back any kind of dirt later on. So I can't tell him why you can't play with that team, because as soon as I say it, before we even hang up the phone, he's already going to run it off. Yo, I heard y'all doing this and y'all doing that. And now you done blew up the whole spot. Now everybody is on shaky ground. So in those instances, I can't tell you why. If you ask me why for something else, I might give you the answer. But sometimes I just feel like as a parent, I can't give you the explanation you want. It's not because I don't want to, it's because of the situation and circumstances. That makes sense to y'all, or is it like way too off?
That definitely makes sense to me, but why not bust them out if they doing the wrong thing? Maybe if somebody know that they on the wrong type of time, they'll move different. Especially since you're taking them off the team anyway.
Yeah, but it's already happening above him. But I don't want him to get caught up in it.